This is the book that's titled The Little Book of Common Sense Investing. I read this book and then I read some other investing books and then books based on millionaires. And then I realized that, for instance, if you go on Google right now and you type in the word millionaire, most of the results that pop up are going to be of entertainers and athletes and just a bunch of celebrities that live a very flashy lifestyle. However, based on these books, the average millionaire isn't actually an entertainer or a celebrity, and the average millionaire doesn't actually become a millionaire until they're like in their late 50s. They're also living in upper middle class neighborhoods, and the average house is valued at like $300 to like $600,000, and they're also not driving around in Lamborghinis and Bentleys for the most part, and they're just driving regular cars. So it's like if you want to become the millionaire and you actually follow the narrative that is being pushed to you, like what you see on TV or what you see in music videos or in Google search, then you're maybe never going to get there because that lifestyle doesn't actually work for the average person that wants to become a millionaire. And if you chase that down, then you're just going to waste a whole lot of time and waste a whole lot of money. So instead of trying to do the stuff that you see on TV or what you found on Google search, it's better to actually follow in the steps of what the average millionaire is doing, because becoming a millionaire is something that is intentional. You don't just get lucky. And if you do the right things, then you can become a millionaire. And also becoming a millionaire takes time. So it's intentional. And then you also gotta be consistent. And this is like running a marathon. This is not gonna happen in 6 to 12 months. Now, a big part of the average millionaire's wealth comes from investing. And in this video, I'm gonna break down where to invest, what to invest into, how much to invest, and how often to invest, all that stuff that you may be asking right now. And just before we get there, quick reminder, if you're new to the channel, my name is Ian, and if you like this type of content, you want to keep these videos coming, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. That way you never miss the updates of when I post new videos. And if you guys ever want to talk to me one-on-one, you can message me on Instagram. The link is down below in the description. But let's get right back to how to invest if you want to become the average millionaire. So let's take me, for example. I invest in M1 Finance, and the reason I invest with M1 Finance is because it's a really easy to use app and it's also free. Now, M1 Finance also has automation, so you can literally just transfer money to it and it does everything for you. And it has all the investments that you could ever want to choose from. So I think it's a really good place to invest. Now, you have to think about what to invest in. And you can invest in like a Roth IRA or a 401k or just a regular brokerage account. But the main idea here is you're investing for the future. And so all of these accounts have their own advantages. For example, the 401k allows you to get a match from your company, so you're actually getting free money. The Roth IRA allows you to pay taxes now, so you don't pay any taxes later when you have a lot of money invested. And then the brokerage account doesn't come with any limits to it, so you can invest as much as you want and as frequently as you want to. So depending on your current situation, you can choose any one of these accounts or you can invest in all of them. But the main idea here is you want to have at least one. Now, as for how much money you want to be investing, you can do like 10% to like 25% of your income, but I think that 15% is kind of like that sweet spot because it's not too low and it's not too high. And I'm saying it's not too high because you don't want to be investing too much of your money, because there's a lot of surprises that you're going to come across, and you don't want to have like some financial surprise or some bill that pops up, and then the next thing you know, you've been investing so much of your money that you don't even have enough money left over to take care of these unexpected expenses, and this is outside of your emergency fund. So there's a lot of things that can happen in life. You can lose loved ones, you can lose jobs, you can lose businesses, family, accidents, sickness, expensive medical bills, and this can happen to just about anyone. Now, with that said, I think you should pay down all your debts and have an emergency fund before you actually start investing, because to me, it makes no sense you have high interest debt holding you down and you're trying to invest at the same time, or you don't have any cash stacked away for unexpected expenses, like if you lose your job, because then you'd have to go and pull money from your investments, potentially at a loss, which will cost you even more. So you want to invest roughly 15% of your income, and this is not financial advice, but you also want to invest consistently. So you could do this on a monthly or bi-weekly basis, or you can do it like me, so I invest weekly, and you want to invest in things that have already been proven to be successful investments and yield returns year after year and decade after decade. And this is why I chose to invest in ETFs, which include REITs, large cap ETFs, small cap ETFs, the S&P 500, and stuff like that, because it has already been proven that year after year or decade after decade, these investments always have a positive yield. Now, a lot of people always ask the question of, why do you even bother to invest? Why not just go out there and earn more money, or go do something else so you can make a whole lot more money? And let's actually look at some of the numbers and see why investing just 15% of your income makes a lot of sense for the average person. So let's start off by saying you make $3,000 per month, or your net income is $3,000 per month after taxes. 15% of this income is going to be $450 per month. If you put this into a Roth IRA or a 401k or a brokerage account and you get an average return of 12% per year, this then means that after 10 years, this turns into $101,000. Now, you may be thinking that this is not a lot of money, but remember, this is a marathon and this is being very realistic. And also, this $101,000 is now going to be making you $12,000 per year. So now you have $100,000 invested, and this 100K is making you 12K per year. Now that's only after 10 years. After 20 years, that is going to be $414,000, and this $414,000 is going to be making you roughly $50,000 per year. And then after 30 years, it's going to be 1.3 million, which is going to be making you $166,000 per year. So you can actually take 15% of your income right now and you can start investing, and then in this example, in 10 years, you'll have over $100,000, and this $100,000 would make you over $12,000 per year. And then by the time you get to year 20, you'd have over $400,000 invested. That's also making you roughly $50,000 per year, which means that from this one investment where you invested 15% of your income, in roughly 20 years, this investment would be making you as much money as you're currently making right now. So realistically, the average working person could double their income in 15 to 20 years by simply investing 15% of that income every single month. Now, remember, this was based on you already having established an emergency fund, and also not having any debt. And if you get a 15-year mortgage and you also pay extra on this mortgage and you've paid it off in like 10 years, now you can invest 20% of your income. But what's even better is that this is how the average person usually becomes a millionaire, because in around 20 years of investing 20% or investing 15% of your income, not only would you double your income or be able to live the same lifestyle and have your investment income pay for it, you're also going to be completely debt-free, because now you don't owe any money on your mortgage. And so now if you put together the value of this house that you have that's paid off in your investment accounts, then you'd have already hit that $1 million mark. Now, this means that you can now become the average millionaire who has a house paid off, investments, passive income, and you'd be financially free, or at least very close to having that financial freedom that you wanted all along. So the point of this video was to show you that if you're trying to be the average millionaire based on what you see on TV, or what you see when you search on Google, or probably even what you see in YouTube videos, then most likely you're not going to get there, because that's the wrong idea. And average people don't become millionaires by driving Lamborghinis, eating at fancy restaurants, taking vacations all over the world, and having 1 million followers on Instagram. The average working person has a much higher chance and a higher success rate of becoming a millionaire if they simply work, invest 15% of their income, pay off all their debts, and consistently invest for 15 to 30 years. Now, if you want to read some of these books, you can read the Little Book of Common Sense Investing. That is a good one. Then you can also read The Millionaire Next Door. That is also another good book. Then you can also read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That one is kind of like good, but then it has some weird stuff in there, but still overall a good book. And these are just some of the books that you can read on average millionaires. So with that said, I hope this video helps you in your pursuit of trying to become a millionaire or becoming financially free. And remember, this stuff takes time. This is a long-term goal. This is a marathon. It's not something that is going to happen in 6 to 12 months. And also remember that you have to be really consistent. So comment down below. Let me know what percentage of your income you're currently investing. Are you doing that 15%? Or are you doing even more? Comment down below. Let me know. And with that said, thanks for watching. All the best, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one.